Hello, everybody. Today we've got the very first round of the 2016 Republican primary spinner battle. I wasn't sure which one I was going to do next. I got some comments about it, and I think we could squeeze this one in before we head to the 2024 general election. So real quick background about this before we get into the spinning. First off, I am using the old version of the normal site I use for the maps. I tried to make this on the new version. For the most part, it just didn't come out right. I think this is better, so I'm going to use this one as long as I can. So in this matchup, we've got 12 candidates that ran in 2016, and the way I numbered all 12 of them, I got on Wikipedia, I looked at all of the ones that at least made it until the primaries, and then I numbered them by the date they announced their candidacy. So we've got number 1, Ted Cruz, Senator from Texas. Number 2, Rand Paul, Senator from Kentucky. Number 3, Marco Rubio, Senator from Florida. Number 4, Ben Carson, neurosurgeon and later served as HUD Secretary under Donald Trump. Number 5, Carly Fiorina, former CEO of Hewlett-Packard. Number 6, Mike Huckabee, former governor of Arkansas. Number 7, Rick Santorum, former senator from Pennsylvania. Number 8, Jeb Bush, former governor of Florida. Number 9, Donald Trump, the eventual winner. Number 10, Chris Christie, former governor of New Jersey. Number 11, John Kasich, governor of Ohio. And number 12, Jim Gilmore, former governor of Virginia. So I've got the 2016 map up. I'm not going to use delegates. I'm going to use the normal electoral vote. It's just way simpler to fill out the map, way easier to do commentary on. And we're going to use the Google spinner and go through all the spins. It doesn't matter who wins. It matters who has the lowest total. They're going to be eliminated. And then we go down to 11 and so on until we get one winner. If there's a tie at the end, then we'll go to a spin-off. Whoever's number comes up first would stay alive. And yes, this is just random. It's silly. You could say the same thing about regular politics. This is just a break from the normal grind. A lot of people seem to like it, and this did take some effort to set up. So that's the background. Make your picks now. Who's going to go all the way and who's going to go out in the very first round? I've had suggestions about filling out the map a number of different ways. Just for the sake of consistency, I'm going to do what I do every time. So with all the exposition out of the way, we're going to get to that very first spin in Alaska. So put on some music, grab some popcorn, get your Skittles out, whatever it's going to take to put you in the mood to see a lot of colors and hopefully get about 10 minutes of entertainment. Here comes the very first spin in round 1. Who's it gonna be? 3 coveted electoral votes going to number 3. That is gonna be Marco Rubio. He gets us started. And with so many candidates, it's a little hard to keep track of. It'll get easier as we get into subsequent rounds. But 3 electoral votes, that's not nothing in a crowded field. Let's go to Hawaii. Here's the next spin. Everybody looking for their number, and we've got number 9. Look at that. That is DT, Donald Trump. He picks up Hawaii. Let's go to the West Coast. Now we do Washington. We've got 12 electoral votes. And we've got number 11. That is going to be John Kasich. Kasich jumps into the lead. Let's do Oregon. We've got 7 votes. Who's going to get him? We've got number 4. That's going to be BC, Ben Carson. He's in on the action as we go to California. And this early on, the big states are kind of a free pass to the next round. You're not going to find more than 55. Let's see who's going to get them. That is number 3. We've got Marco Rubio. Looks like he's going on to the next round. Let's keep it moving. We've got Nevada. A lot of spins to get to, and these 6 electoral votes are going to number 10. That is Chris Christie. Christie on the map. Let's go to Idaho. 4 votes. And that's number 11. John Kasich. He joins Marco Rubio with 2 states. Let's go to Utah. We've got 6 electoral votes in the Beehive State. Who's gonna get them? Number 5. Carly Fiorina. She's on the map in round 1. Let's go to Arizona. We've got 11 votes. That is number 6. Mike Huckabee. He's already in double digits. Let's go up to Montana, Big Sky Country. Only 3 electoral votes, though. Number 7, Rick Santorum claims his first state. Let's do Wyoming. We've got 3 votes. And those are going to go to number 10. That is CC, Chris Christie, with his second state. About Colorado. We've got 9 here. And that's number 8. That is JB, Jeb Bush, claiming his first state. Let's go to New Mexico. Down to the border, 5 electoral votes. Those are going to go to number 9. Donald Trump with his second state. Let's go to North Dakota. We've got 3 votes. And we've got number 2. That's going to be Rand Paul picking up his first state. South Dakota, that's next. Another 3 electoral votes. Number 9. Donald Trump claiming his 3rd state. Trump the first one with 3. Let's go to Nebraska. We've got at-large first. That's 2 electoral votes. And that's number 11. That's going to go in the Kasich column. How about Nebraska's first? Just 1 electoral vote here. Could be pivotal later on, but John Kasich putting up 2 states in a row. That's tough to do with 12 candidates. Let's do Nebraska's 2nd congressional district. We've got number 8. That is Jeb Bush. Next, Nebraska's 3rd. Last vote out of Nebraska, going to number 4, Ben Carson. Next state, it's Kansas. It's 6 electoral votes. Who's gonna get him? Number 2, Rand Paul, with his 2nd state. Next, it's Oklahoma. 7 votes. That's gonna be lucky for number 4, Ben Carson. Next state, it's Texas. It's 38 electoral votes. It's also Ted Cruz's home state, and it's actually him and Jim Gilmore that have yet to win any states. Let's see if they can get it started right here on the Lone Star State. Here comes the spin. That's number 9. That's going to go to Donald Trump. Trump with 4 states already. There's plenty of time left. Let's go to Minnesota. There's 10,000 lakes and 10 electoral votes. And they're going to go to number 9. Donald Trump, he's going back to back, and he jumps into first place over Marco Rubio. Let's go south to Iowa. We've got 6 electoral votes here. Who wants them? Number 2, Rand Paul. He's going to claim Iowa as we go south to Missouri. We've got 10 votes here in the Show Me State, and those are going to number 8, Jeb Bush. Next, it's Arkansas, Mike Huckabee's home state. Let's see who's going to win these 6 EVs. That is number 11, John Kasich, picking up Arkansas. As we go all the way down to the Gulf, we've got Louisiana. Another 8 votes at stake, coming to number 10, Chris Christie. Next, we go up to Wisconsin. We've got 10 votes here in the Badger State. Here comes the spin. Who's going to get them? Number 6, Mike Huckabee, picking up his 2nd state as we go to Illinois. A lot of votes here in the land of Lincoln. There's 20. Who's going to get them? Number 11, John Kasich, picking up the big state of Illinois. Next, we've got Michigan. That's a key Rust Belt state. It's also going to be Ben Carson's home state. Let's do the spin. Who's going to get them? Number 6. That's going to be Huckabee, picking up another state. How about Indiana? We've got 11 votes here. And that's going to be number 6. Another one for Huckabee. Huckabee going 3 out of 4. Let's do Kentucky, Rand Paul's home state. 8 votes. And those are going to go to number 5. That's going to be Carly Fiorina. Next, Tennessee. 11 more votes here. And that's number 8, Jeb Bush. Picking up another state as we go all the way down to Mississippi. 6 more votes. And those are going to go to number 6, and that's going to be Mike Huckabee. Huckabee with a lot of momentum. Let's go next door to Alabama. We've got 9 votes here. Who's going to get them? Number 1, that is Ted Cruz, making his debut on round 1 all the way in Alabama. So if you were pulling for Cruz, it's a little bit of a sigh of relief. So now we're waiting on Jim Gilmore. He's the only one without any votes. Let's go down to Florida. 29 electoral votes here. It's also the home state for Marco Rubio and Jeb Bush. Back then, Trump was still in New York. Let's do the spin. This is a lot of votes. Could be a game changer, and that's number 7, Rick Santorum. He was almost on the bottom, but that gives him some space as we go to Georgia. We've got 16 votes here. That's a lot. Who's going to get him? Number 11, John Kasich, picking up a state here in the Sun Belt. Let's do South Carolina. 9 electoral votes this time, and that is number 11 again, Kasich, picking up another state. Let's do North Carolina. 15 votes. That's a good amount of votes coming to number 2. It's going to be Rand Paul picking those up. Now I jump up to Ohio, where there's 18 electoral votes. That's going to go to number 8. Jeb Bush claims the Buckeye State. Let's do West Virginia now. 5 electoral votes. And that's number 3. We've got Marco Rubio. Haven't heard from him in a while, but he's picking up West Virginia. Now we go all the way to the corner. Maine at large. 2 electoral votes. Number 7. Rick Santorum picking those up. Now we got Maine's first. That's 1 electoral vote. Number 5. Carly Fiorina picking that up. How about Maine's second? 1 more vote. Number 4. Ben Carson claims that electoral vote as we go to New Hampshire. We've got 4 votes on the table. Coming to number 5. Another one for Carly Fiorina. Let's do Vermont. 3 more electoral votes. And that's 3. That is Marco Rubio. Next, it's New York. Back then, it was Trump's home state. It's starting to get a little bit late. So Jim Gilmore still looking for number 12. Second to last place is Ted Cruz. So those are the 2 to watch. Opposite ends for both of these guys, 1 or 12. Will we see one of those? Let's do it. Here comes New York. 29 votes. That's going to be in the middle. That's number 6, Mike Huckabee, claiming the Empire State. Let's do Massachusetts. 11 votes. That could help any one of these candidates out, but it's going to be number 9, Donald Trump, claiming the Bay State. Next, it's Connecticut, another lucky 7 electoral votes. Who wants them? Look at that, number 1, Ted Cruz. He needed them, and he gets another 7. That puts him in a tie for second to last place with Ben Carson. Jim Gilmore still looking for 12. Next, it's Rhode Island, 4 votes. Here comes the spin. Who's going to get him? Number 6. Mike Huckabee picks up another 4. Next, it's New Jersey, Chris Christie's home state. He's going to want to win this one. He's only at 17 electoral votes. It's a little precarious this late in the game. A lot of pressure building on the bottom 2 or 3 candidates. Let's do the spin. Here it is. We've got number 6. Another one for Mike Huckabee. Huckabee with a lot of states in round 1. Next, it's Delaware. 3 votes. Here's the spin. Number 2, Rand Paul, picking up another 3. Next, we've got Maryland. 10 electoral votes. Who's going to get them? Number 4, Ben Carson, with a nice cushion as we head into the final 3 spins. Next is Washington, D.C. Here's the spin for these 3 electoral votes, and that is number 3, Marco Rubio. Now we've got 2 spins left. Pennsylvania is first. Jim Gilmore, still no number 12 for him yet. He still has 2 more cracks at it. That would be exciting if he does it at the end. Right now he's going to be eliminated. Second to last is going to be Ted Cruz. So there's a lot on the line right here. Let's do the spin. Here comes the Keystone State with its 20 electoral votes. Look at that. Number 12, Jim Gilmore. Right on cue, he puts up his number at a crucial moment. That is an unbelievable move from Gilmore. That means we've got 1 spin left. Last place now is Ted Cruz. Second to last is Chris Christie. If it's a number 1, Christie going out. If it's anything other than 1, Cruz taking the walk of shame. If Jim Gilmore can do it, why can't Ted Cruz do it? Here comes the last spin. Everything on the line. That is number 11. John Kasich finishes up round 1, and that was exciting. First place is Mike Huckabee. He actually cracked 100. He got 101. Second place, John Kasich with 83. Third place is Donald Trump with 71. All the way at the very bottom, it is going to be Ted Cruz. He's the first loser out. Second to last was Chris Christie, then Carly Fiorina. But by 1 electoral vote, Cruz is going to head for the showers. That's why every single electoral vote matters. And that's a nice, colorful looking map. I thought Jim Gilmore was going to pull a Mike Bloomberg and not get any electoral votes. He saved it for PA. At this point, maybe he's going to go all the way, or maybe he ends up going out in the next round. We'll see what happens, but let me know in the comments. What did you think of round 1? Did your pick survive, or did you unfortunately go with Ted Cruz? Let me know down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.